that I do not have a mixing bowl. But I have an aesthetic apron for this video. Says something about me. So we are mixing in a pot. I am not following the recipe by the gram, but I hope that I somehow managed to do this and it turns out good. I mean, what's the point of making it if I can't be creative with it? So let's see how it goes.
Have you ever watched someone mastering a skill and thought, how are they just casually doing that? Like, when did we all agree that learning complex things was a chill afternoon activity? Meanwhile, I'm over here Googling how not to burn a cake in the oven. But here's the thing, I love the idea of being someone who picks up cool romantic little hobbies. So today, I decided to become that girl.
I've been mixing this for 15 minutes and my hand is numb, but I kind of have something here that's not a liquid. So if you ask me, I think it's time to add the egg yolks and then more mixing.
I have no experience whatsoever, no plan, and a Pinterest board full of inspo. But what better time to start something new than when you're celebrating another trip around the sun? Now, I should probably confess something. I am a huge DIY girly, like borderline delusional in the best way possible. I've basically spent the last 5 years binge watching Makera tours turn curtains into couture and amber shawl glue rhinestones on everything that moves. So, yeah, I got just the right amount of misplaced confidence to believe that I can pull this off today.
And this is how you know that it's baked with love.
So my light might be terrible, but I can't wait to make this until tomorrow morning. And I have all my supplies here, and I have this little turning, I have no idea what is it called. I hope that it works.
The cake, I want it to be a bit taller, so it turned out much smaller in diameter, but it's gonna be high, I'm sure.
And let's not forget that I've already mastered the no-bake cheesecake, which, yes, involves absolutely no baking, but still counts. So how hard can a fully baked, multi-layer, piped vintage cake be? Now, I should probably explain the steps as I go, but since I don't entirely know what I'm doing, like, at all, I'm just gonna let the footage do the talking. So if you decide to follow this recipe slash chaotic tutorial, please know you are doing it at your own risk. No refunds, no guarantees, just vibes. Somewhere between waiting for the cake layers to cool down and trying to figure out if my buttercream is supposed to look like that, I started thinking about hobbies. But that thought was interrupted by my first failed attempt.
So it's the next day. Some might say I'm stubborn, but I prefer determined. So, take 2 of cake decorating. I actually made it clear to myself that I'm great at baking. So now we're just gonna try the decorating part. Again, let's see how it goes.
I've always had a ton of interest, like full-blown main character energy when it comes to curiosity. Makeup, DIY nails, my entire beauty maintenance routine, I do it myself because, well, I can. And there's cooking, especially the kind that makes you feel like you're in a Food Network show that's at 11 p.m. Then there's video editing, which I randomly picked up, and that spiraled into social media marketing, content creation, photography, videography, the whole creative package.
Okay, so from this angle, it looks straight. And from that one, it looks a bit crooked. But it's okay. Now comes the moment of truth. Can I decorate it as my inspo photo? Let's find out.
On the flip side, I learned all my analytical skills through uni. I did my bachelor's in mechanical engineering, and now I'm more than halfway through my master's in engineering and management, so I've been balancing logic and creativity for a while now. There's also storytelling, like this video for example. I love traveling and sharing those experiences, and when I'm not editing or working, you'll probably catch me painting, very amateurly, thank you, reading crime thrillers, going for a walk, or hitting the gym. Still hobbies, still healing, still making me better version of myself. And honestly, I think that's the magic of hobbies. They give you space to grow without pressure. You see, my first attempt wasn't that successful, and if there's one thing that this cake journey is teaching me is that perfection is wildly overrated. It's not about getting it right on the first try, it's about trying it at all. Progress over perfection, always. Because every new skill, every random interest, every hobby that makes you feel something, that's growth. And to the people like me, with a million tabs open in our brains and way too many hobbies we are low-key obsessed with, It's perfectly fine. Actually, it's kind of amazing. We are never bored, we never run out of conversation topics. We collect skills like Pokemon cards, and half of the time we don't even realize we're learning something valuable until it clicks later. So, if you ever felt like you needed to pick one thing, you don't. Explore everything.
When you Google perfection, this cake doesn't show up. But I am actually proud of what I did. It looks absolutely amateur, but it hasn't fallen down, and that's an improvement.
Be curious, be chaotic, be the main character in your own learning montage.